Okay, I hope we are live and exclusive and across the world on our new social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch. I hope so, because if we are, this is going to be a fun evening. If we're not, then it's all a waste of time, really, isn't it? So let's hope that we are live. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. If you haven't hit the subscribe button already for YouTube, please do. If you haven't hit it on Twitch, start following us. If you're on Facebook, well, it's only my personal profile, so it's good to have you in the room. And if you're on Twitter watching this now live, then you don't have to go to YouTube, do you? So you lazy sods, you can just watch it just via Twitter. Good to have you all in the room as well. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to invite my guest into the room, who technically already is in the room, but we're going to invite him in anyway. And our good friend in the room is Asgar Tair. Asgar, how you doing?
Brilliant. Thanks, Ingram, for having me on.
Always a pleasure having you in the room, my friend.
Good man.
So, obviously, well, the photograph is here. There's a photograph of me sort of laying very, very relaxed, pointing at you, and you're pointing at me. When we went out for that meal, do you remember? Recently.
Yep, good time. Enjoyed that.
Very good.
Chesterfield.
Yes, it was Chesterfield, and it was a
Brilliant.
wonderful time. Great food, great company, and it was great to catch up.
Always.
So, for people who don't know who you are, before we continue this conversation, people say, "Who's this random guy I'm talking to?" Who's the gentleman in the room at the moment?
I'm just a fat, useless trainer trying to make ends meet in life. Good for nothing. That's it. It's me, Asgi.
You really do overrate yourself, don't you?
Hey, that was a compliment.
Probably been called a lot worse in your time, right?
Yeah.
But how are things anyway with you?
Everything's great, to be fair. Just everything's going to plan. Things are happening. With the good, you have the bad. But it's part of the parcel. It's boxing. I love it. It's part of the game.
Okay. So how are you within your own personal self? How you've been?
Good. Very, very good. Running the gym in Derby. Obviously do my things with, other coaches, especially Ben Davidson. Everything's just going great. Happy days. To be fair, really, really good. Family's great. Kids are blessed. Can't ask for more than that. That's all you can ask for.
Fantastic. So we are live, by the way. Good. So just checking to you're live. You are live, which is fantastic. Okay, so the first thing I've got to hit you up with, because there is a rumor that's going around at the moment.
What's that?
The rumor's going around that Ben Davidson has been sacked, and that Tyson Fury did an interview somewhere that basically said that Tyson said that his dad's taking over camp now, and he'll be running the ship from now on. So can you confirm or deny that for us at the moment?
Listen, first things first, I want to congratulate Tyson Fury. Awards being losing. Well done, Tyson Fury. As we speak, Ben Davidson is in LA, ready to watch the Ortiz versus Wilder fights. Where people are getting this rumor from, I don't know. But listen, whatever it takes to sell stories, fair play to them, do what you've got to do. But why would Ben Davidson be in America watching the Wilder versus Ortiz 2 fight? Tyson's busy doing what he's doing, and obviously John's the boss, is his father. Of course he's in charge. He tells his son, what he needs to be doing. But where people are getting that he's been sacked, come on, with something better.
Why do you think that somebody's come out and said that? Because Tyson made a statement, and he said, "Oh yeah, my dad's taking over from me, or going to be basically running the ship or something like that."
In Barbados.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. Tyson just having game. Tyson's a very smart man. He knows how to play people and knows how to lead people on. Very, very good man. Well, listen, there's nothing going on between now. I do know Ben's obviously planning ahead. You've got the February 22nd fight. Tyson knows that's happening. Everyone's just doing what they're doing. and then it's ready for camp, and everybody's back to work.
So that rumor is definitely not true then.
No.
Well, that's a relief because a lot of people are still actually believing that story. And you know how stories and rumors go around like wildfire.
Mate, I've heard funnier stories. I've heard other stories about Tyson, so makes me laugh, to be fair.
Okay, so then we can do this moment to do the Tyson Fury rumor circles, and you can kind of put them to bed because you literally are with you spend time with Ben and stuff, so you would know. So tell us the rumors and then the truths.
I spoke to Tyson yesterday. I spoke to Ben yesterday. So unless something's happened today, I don't know. But I do know Ben Davidson's in LA to watch the Wilder versus Ortiz 2 fight, to analyse things and see what he can gain from there. And Tyson's in London collecting an award for his outstanding achievements. He's even given the whole crowd a sing on today, so big up Tyson.
That's fantastic. That's great news to hear. So what else have you heard? The other stories you've heard?
He's going to be in the Rocky, in a movie with Sylvester Stallone. He's going to be fighting another wrestler. You name it, we hear it. But I tell you what, though, I did not expect the WWE thing to happen, and that happened. That was brilliant. But listen, it is pointless. You're never going to get people speaking truth unless they're within the circle. But it's part of the package. People are going to make stuff up to sell stories. You know, it's caught a lot of people's attention. But is it true? No.
Well, at least that's been put to bed. Any other rumours?
Nope. Nothing I can think of at the top of my head.
I think one of the reasons why the rumours sort of started up is because of what John Fury said about the training camp and how he kind of people.
Yeah, you can understand why people would think that, but John Fury's his father. He's a passionate guy. He's got a right to say what he's saying. If you see your son on TV getting cut, of course you're going to raise concerns and issues, and he's got every right to say that. But that's just that. That was just that day. Everything's sorted. There's no issue at all.
Well, the conclusion came through that Tyson's got a few fights left in his career. That's what he feels, or that's what the story's at. He's got a few fights left in his career. So why pay Ben Davidson when John Fury could do the training?
Mate, it's never about money with Ben Davidson. Ben Davidson will do this for free. That I can tell you. Right now, all Tyson needs to concentrate on is February 22nd, which I'm sure he is. I'm sure Ben is, and whatever happens after that happens. But Tyson's a boxing man. Tyson needs boxing. Boxing's Tyson's medicine. So whatever people want to think or whatever Tyson says, listen, just take one fight at a time. But I do know February 22nd is happening.
Okay, so we'll stay tuned to that. It was good to see Tyson get in and get out the WWE without any injuries, which is a good sign. A lot of us myself included, were concerned that maybe an accident may happen in the process because we know that accidents do happen in WWE.
Listen, WWE, the professional athletes, great in what they do, and I'm sure everything was just looked after. And obviously, people are going to have concerns about the court, but listen, no, it's all great. What's going to happen is going to happen. People say, "What if this? What if that?" We could all get run over by a bus tomorrow. It is what it is.
Okay, fair enough. We've put that to bed. Okay, so people also asked me the question. Well, you were talking about the Maverick, and you did tweet something about the Maverick out on Twitter. How much of it can you talk about, and how much of it can't you talk about it?
Talk about anything. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we know that you were doing some great work with the Maverick. Talk to us about that first and foremost.
Yeah, but listen, while I was training Shabazz, did everything perfect. Got him to 6-0. Got him his TV debut. Secured him a nice promotional deal with Queensbury Promotions. So, that's what we did. So, as far as I was concerned, everything was fine.
Let me take this back a bit, because from the understanding of a lot of the boxing community, you're a trainer. You've been an assistant to Ben Davidson. You've also been an assistant to Peter Fury as well. If I'm correct, am I correct to that?
Yeah.
But you also, if I'm correct in saying that, please stop me if I'm wrong. You also manage fighters as well, or is that not correct? Or you want to?
I'm a boxing manager as well.
You are a boxing manager. We need to get that clear so people don't just look at you as a trainer, that you actually are a manager as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me a bit about this area of your like managerial. I mean, so let's say I'm a young fighter. See, you get in a moment to promote yourself here, yeah? Because I know you are the great promoters. I promoted you before, but you are a good man as well. So let's put the two things together. You're a promoter, right? Or you're a manager, right?
Yep.
Talk to us about why I, as a young boxer, should come to you. Why would I come to you? What is it that you offer? I know what you offer, but you tell somebody, the listening public, why they should come to Asgar Tair.
Because those that know me, I'm a man of my word. And one thing you get with me is 100%. I will sit you down and I will be realistic with you, what I intend to do with you, how we can build them and take you further. There'll be no, false smoke. There'll be no illusion. It'll be real talk. And because I've built up a great network and I've got a great relationship with people at all levels, I'm in a position that if I say something, my word counts. They say, if I say something like, look, this person, something special about this person, they will take my word very, very, very serious. Because I have produced before, I know what I'm about. And in this game, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Okay. So, but then they may say, the question may be, all right, Asgar, okay, he's a man of his word, he's a good guy, but can he get the job done? Can you get the job done?
Well, Shabazz, give an example of Shabazz.
Yes, please do. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yep, Shabazz, I told him before we met him, we sat down. I says, you're better than this. I will get you on TV. I will get you signed with a top promoter, and you'll be very, very happy with the money you'll be getting. And what they were negotiating, I actually doubled. What they wanted to do, like they didn't think they would get on TV. I got him on TV. I got him maximum exposure on social media. He had a great night in Leeds, on the undercard of Josh Warrington. I got him on BT. Well, I pushed a few buttons. Got over 8 million views. So, in terms of management, I think I did a good job there. So
Not bad. Not bad, Asgi. 8 million views. Not bad, mate. Not bad.
not bad at all. And who else gets Ben Davidson to walk you in the ring as well? Big you up, big up from Tyson, big up from Billy Joe, big up from a few other people. But it is what it is.
So that's something that we talked about the trainer. We've now talked about the manager, and of course, you're never short of a word or two when it comes to promoting people that you love dearly or who can fight. You've never got a
Listen,
problem with that.
I'm a boxing man. I love talent. I love boxing, and I'll pick up anybody. So what can I say? I'm a boxing fan.
Okay, let's talk. So you're promoting this guy, Maverick. It seems to be all
No,
going
no,
quite.
not no more. We don't work together
Of course, we still got to get back on track because I stopped you to talk about the management side of things.
anymore. Okay.
So you promote. You're talking about him. It's all going well. He's on the BT show. We've seen him all over the place. Real talent. What happens? What goes wrong?
I think that's exactly what went wrong. People seem to think it's all fame and fortune. I was always wary of what was going to happen. I've even got a text message where it says this is what's going to happen. They were like, no. And then a few arguments where they sat down and they felt that training wasn't going the greatest. They felt that he wasn't getting the exposure he rightfully deserved, which I thought was a bit strange. But I knew what was happening. I could see it was all pre-planned. And then I said to him, look, I need to know that I've got a future here. So I asked my then partner, Mervyn Turner, who we had an agreement, a written agreement signed by Shabazz and Mervyn. Our company was called SMI, and I asked for a contract to show, just to confirm that it was in writing. And then Mervyn never delivered this contract. So for whatever reason, Mervyn didn't deliver. And, from answering my calls to not answering my calls, and then, you hear whispers, and you've got evidence that he's scheming somewhere else or whatever he's doing. You lose trust in somebody. And then obviously what you was fearing actually comes true when they tell you, look, we're not signing no contract with you. We're going to get my dad or my uncle as my trainer. We're going to do a bit of work with Richie Woodall or whatever. I'm not saying Richie Woodall's a trainer. I think he's announced that he's going to be his father and his uncle. And you see what's going on. You see it was all pre-planned. But you know what it is? It's not even about that. It's why would you even think about something that went so smooth to destroy what's gone on? There's been other personal issues, which obviously it's not for me to say. It's been a major factor which I've had to really think about and think, you know what? I don't need this in my life. Morally, I thought it was wrong, and just issues that I can't get involved, I can't mention, but deep down they know what's going on, and they know it was too much for me to put up with. So, it is what it is. I do feel used. I do feel that they've used me to get the platform. But so be it. If that's what it was meant to be, that was what it was meant to be. I can't really... It's a shame, because I had so much more to offer.
It saddens me, Asgar, but it just seems to be the thing. Whether you are a interviewer, whether you are a manager, a promoter, a trainer, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Someone said to me, if you want loyalty in boxing, get a dog. But then somebody else said to me, there are people of character and there are people without character. So, and integrity. But people can be swayed by money. People can be swayed by bright lights, fast cars, false promises.
That's exactly what Mervyn was doing.
Shortcuts.
He was sidetracking the young lad, but it is what it is. If Mervyn doesn't want to do this, it made no problem. It is what it is. Shabazz wants to move on. Good luck to you, lad, because there's plenty of other boxers I can build up and give them the opportunity. Because I'm a boxing man. That's what I love doing.
I know that you are a very, very talented trainer. I know that much. No, you're a very talented trainer and tactician. And if I were building a stable, you'd be the first man in. Believe me. Believe me. Yeah, more than welcome. You first man in, because you're boxing. You're a good man, and you know your stuff. And you've got a good network as well. So you've got all the things there, and you're never short of a word or two, which is fantastic. No, I mean seriously, because whispering, at times you have to open your mouth and speak, especially if your fighter can't speak himself.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I really do wish Shabazz does well. I really, really do hope he becomes world champion, which I believe he should be. But the truth of the matter, I think people are going to struggle, and then reality is going to kick in, and it's going to break him. It's going to break him as a boxer, because you've left something that was good, was a working formula.
But you've seen the top of the ladder. You've seen the high.
Yeah, I've been there, and you know what it is? You can't force them, because they're always going to think the grass is greener.
Mm-hmm. They have to find out for themselves.
Yeah, and it's easy saying, "Oh, whatever God wills," and whatever. Fine, if that's what you feel. But whatever comforts your guilt or whatever comforts your pain, fair play. But what I'm saying is, I just really hope, and in a good way, that the people that were behind it all are under pressure now to deliver, and they've got to deliver what I was delivering, then better.
But okay,
Does that
no.
make sense?
So in terms of his training camp, now they've left you.
Yeah.
No, just not. I'm not speaking badly, but are the team equipped or experienced enough to deal with the higher levels of boxing and what
Well,
comes with it?
well, his father's obviously one of them, and he's got his uncle Mo Fiaz, who's just got his badge. And Mo Fiaz, he's done very well as an amateur coach, so you give him his credit. His dad, obviously, his dad's trained Shabazz for a while, so you've got to.
Yeah, but I hate saying the term, but there are levels to this game, and
There are levels,
there are
and
levels to this
unfortunately,
game, and being winning an area title, to being an English champion, to being a British champion, to being a European champion, to being a world champion. They're not just in the levels of opponents, but the levels of negotiation, and probably the levels of snideness and slickness and snakeness and matchmaking, all the other
100%, you've got it
pits of
bang on.
pits of
And
of, of
these guys,
you know
and unfortunately, that's what my knowledge was. I've been there, but if it's not good enough, it's not good enough, and you've got a new team. But the whole purpose of this whole fallout was they wouldn't give me a contract. So I said, unless there's a contract, I'm not getting involved. It wasn't a case of they left me. It was a simple case of no contract, not interested.
loyalty.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But wait, let me ask you a question. Why did it take you this long to ask that question? You invested so much time in that boy. Why did it take you so long to make that decision and have that conversation?
No, as far as I was concerned, I was blind to it all. I know people that told me this is what their plans were. And I thought, okay, no problem. Shabazz ain't going to do that, or whoever's going to do that. But then when I asked Mervyn for a copy of our contract, and he was refusing to give it to me, saying, what contract? Yeah, I had it all on text. I've got all the proof that there is a business, there is a contract, but he just wouldn't give me a live copy of it. That's what made me think, why? Then when I looked into it, you see that things ain't going straight, so you've got to question that. Then you look back at things and you're thinking, why have you done this? And maybe it was all written for me to see it. And it's best to learn now than later on in the game.
Sounds to me like a conversation that somebody had with you before.
Yeah, exactly. We did, didn't we? Did we not have this conversation?
We or I? Telling you.
You
Did I not?
did.
Man,
You know what it is with me? If I'm with somebody, I never doubt him, I never question him, I trust him.
yeah, well, even when you've got a contract in hand and in place, people are still trying to wiggle their way out of contracts. So trust, bro. You better make it. It's a non-circumvent. You better make it. You know what non-circumvent means?
No?
Non-circumvent means you can't go nowhere else. Once I listen, non-circumvent. If I give you this documentation, if I just non-circumvent, if I give you this documentation, you cannot go to anyone else afterwards. It's non-circumvent.
Okay.
Non-circumvent. Go check it out. Non-circumvent. You know what I mean? So you are. I think it's more of an American term, but you can't just go applying your trade to this person, that person, the other person. Non-circumvent. When you sign a non-circumvent contract, that's now saying, listen, you're tied to this contract, and for as long as you're in the contract, you cannot have conversations with other managers. You cannot have conversations with other promoters, because that's showing. Once you sign that, you're showing a certain commitment. I don't know how that works in boxing, but I certainly know that in business and in big business, that works. Or if people want to get out that contract, they will pay out that contract. You see, and I think loyalty, when people have to pay out of contracts, if there's mutual disagreement, that's different. And parting ways, that's different. But that's when people are kind of serious from the start when they sign these contracts and say, right, you're with me for X amount of years. We're going this journey together. I'm investing in you as much as you're investing in me. And if you decide to pull out early, I want my investment back.
Well, that's something that I'm talking to certain people about.
Hey, listen. Let's get it straight here. At the top end, Anthony Joshua, his fight with Andy was the rematch. We're having to pay $24.95 for that. Why is that? Because if Joshua doesn't win the rematch, They've invested a lot of money in that boy, so they need to get the money back. And Sky Sports need to make their money. So why not bang up to?
Exactly.
Why not bang up to £24.95?
I understand. Got to protect your interests.
There you go. And if you've lost you think about the amount of money Joshua could have made if he had beaten Ruiz and he was on his way to fight Wilder now
Yeah, I think Joshua fights. Yeah,
in the rematch.
I do.
You said he beat him in the first fight.
I thought he did. No, we knew Ruiz because he was never tying up his guard. He would always drop his backhand whenever he threw a jab in, he'll drop his backhand. So Ruiz was always going to catch him with that hook.
But I looked at the fight again today for this documentary thing, and technically, do you believe you can technically make those adjustments? That you've been doing something for years, that you can just make those adjustments within such a short space of time and make it habit in a short space of time?
Rob McCracken's a top coach, and he would have drilled it into his head.
Yeah, but yeah, I know you say Rob.
Before the fight,
Yeah.
something wasn't right. You could see in Joshua's body language. You could see
something don't look right about him now. He looks vacant. He looks vacant to me. Something don't look right now of him now. He don't look like the way he's lost his weight. He looks sick. Personally, he looks sick. He doesn't look right.
I hope he is all right.
I hope he's okay, but I hope he does well because 2-time heavyweight champion. Well, that's great and great for British boxing, but is it possible? I mean, look, you've been doing something for so many years, right? Left jab, right hand, left hook, big right hand, and it's done you well, served you well for your professional career. You go and do those same things against Ruiz, you come unstuck. Then you've got a short space of time to get over the defeat and get back on the ladder again. And there's very little time for you to get over the depression and all the stuff to deal with the hurt and the damage you've entailed through that fight with Ruiz the first time round.
There's two types of people in this world.
Yeah.
One that will lay down and do nothing. Two will get up and fight. I think Joshua is one of them that will get up and fight, and I think this has woke him up. I hope it's woke him up, and I believe he will stop Ruiz early.
Interesting. He'll have to pick it. If he stops him early, he'll have to pick his punches. Because if he doesn't pick his punches...
He cannot let Ruiz get comfortable. He cannot let Ruiz settle and get comfortable because he's got fast hands.
Yeah, but you know and I know that you revert... One thing start going wrong, you revert to type. And what is type for Joshua? What is type? You pressure burst pipes, you know that. And Ruiz will bring pressure and force Joshua onto the back foot. So he's going to have to come out with a strong left... he's going to have to come out with a strong left jab or double jab.
Yeah, keep him at bay. That's what he's got to do. And then just hold him away. Just muscle him back.
Yeah, but... okay, now you say that. But he's lost all that weight. So how's he going to muscle him back? You strip that weight away from him. The attribute he has to tie up and be used... Ruiz just threw him off him. And that was then. So I can't imagine him being stronger now.
Anthony Joshua will have the best of everything. He will make sure that he's bang on, 100% perfect in all angles.
Let me ask you a question. Outside of Rob McCracken, who's a top trainer, who else around Anthony Joshua has got the elderly wisdom in heavyweight boxing and history that he could turn to talk to mentor him through this process?
I don't think it's about age. I think age is a complete myth.
Okay.
Because I look at Ben Davidson, who's 26, but he's so on point. He's so smart. I know that. Well, rumours are that AJ's brought in Angel Fernandez, who's very, very good technically as well, and he's been around Salas and he's picked up a lot. So he's doing his homework.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, in that case, then who is Angel Fernandez? I don't know this guy. I don't know of his heavyweight resume. You can train middleweights, you can train featherweights, you can train light heavyweights, but heavyweight boxing in itself is a trade, is it not?
Salas was around David Hay.
We'll back up a second. Salas with David Hay, the end of David Hay's career, not when David Hay was, the David Haye that we know. Because
Okay.
David Haye already had that skill set before he got to Salas, right?
Yep.
So that doesn't count.
Okay. Well,
That
not a heavyweight.
that's like
People like
that's like
Linares.
wait, that's like when Sugar Ray Leonard went to Pepe Correa. That's like when Mike Tyson went to Freddie Roach.
Absolutely, but you do pick up little bits, and I think it's always great to have an addition to the team.
But
And
but look, okay, that's fair play. But do you think those little bits can have that much significant effect in such a short space of time when you've got such ingrained bad habits and ingrained good habits as well?
yeah, I really do believe it does.
Okay. Okay. Um, can you give me an example of a fight where a guy has been knocked down 4 times in a fight, or knocked down 2, 3 times in a fight and stopped, and come back less than 6 months later and reverse the whole situation?
Let me think. Let me think.
If we talk about Lennox Lewis, he didn't do that against Oliver McCall. That was a period of time between the first fight and the second fight.
Yeah, we can also talk about Lennox Lewis
against Rackman. Well, the first fight was in South Africa. It was in South Africa, and he came in South Africa too late. He came in and didn't acclimatize. So we can say, and he didn't get knocked down 3 or 4 times. He got knocked out of one shot.
Yeah. What else is there?
Remember, this wasn't a lucky punch. This was round after round after round.
AJ Klitschko.
Man, you should know better than that, man. What was Klitschko doing for 2 years? Come on, man. Yeah, you're giggling behind you're giggling behind the phone. Come on, man.
I must really know.
You must be giggling behind the phone because 2 years was Klitschko was spending 2 years watching the television. He was spending 2 years watching me on YouTube. So I don't know how the Klitschko comes into it.
I just want AJ to come.
That's different. Then we all want AJ to do well because it's good for British boxing. But I'm asking you because you're the trainer and I'm just a YouTuber. So I'm asking you, right?
You're not a YouTuber. You know you're boxing. You know you do.
Wait. No, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a nobody. I'm just a guy who sits behind a keyboard and just pushes buttons and has an opinion. But that's it. You're the trainer. You're the guy who's producing the champions, right? You're the guy that's getting a guy on BT and getting 8 million views. You're the guy who's been on TV working with the unified heavyweight champion of the world. You're the guy that was with the guy that got crowned heavyweight champion of the world against all the odds. Not me.
I've been very fortunate, to be fair.
There we go. So that's why I'm asking your opinion. I'm just throwing some things up at you and just trying to, like last night when I was talking to Michael Hunter. I just love to get inside the brains of the geniuses.
You've got to understand what form is going to work. With Ruiz, you just knew something wasn't right. His mindset wasn't right.
I call the combination before it even happened. I call the combination before it happened.
Yeah, because he was open, but usually AJ's on point, but you can see something wasn't right.
No, disagree with you. When he engaged with Dillian White, he got counted and got hurt. When he engaged with Klitschko, he got hurt. When he engaged with Povetkin, he got hurt. When AJ actually boxes, doesn't try and knock a guy out, he's all right. He's good. It's when he starts. He's like Amir Khan. Khan's good when he's skating around the ring, yeah. But when Khan decides to sit down and throw a combination of punches, he doesn't seem to know when to pick the right moment, and that's where he gets caught. He'll throw over two.
I tell you, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
He's just gonna have to. If I'm AJ, if I'm telling AJ, say, listen, you're gonna have to double jab this guy, and
I believe he's got to go quick. This has got to be a repeat of Lennox Lewis versus Galata.
No, he can't do that. He can't do that.
No, I know what you're saying, and I expect somebody else.
Yeah.
But the more Ruiz settles and starts throwing them combinations, one's going to come through. And with AJ's muscles, you can see he's trying to trim down so it can be more mobility, he can move around more. And it ain't going to work for him. It ain't going to work because Ruiz is very, very fast, very, very fit.
That's what I'm
Doesn't
saying to
look
you.
it, but he is.
And he'll be
And he's got
faster, and even better than he was then because he had 5 weeks to prepare for AJ. That's the thing. So AJ's preparing for the Ruiz he faced. Ruiz is going to be when Ruiz faces AJ. He's already got probably the best of what AJ can offer. He had 5 weeks. Now you got a 10-week camp. That's 5 weeks more to be even sharper, to be even faster, to be more agile. Right, I got caught with that shot last time. I ain't gonna caught that shot again. I shouldn't get caught with that shot in the first place.
I know it was definitely happening beforehand. You can see why. He was questioning, why am I feeling like this? His dad kicking off with Eddie Hearns. You see a lot of issues happening.
You know what? I picked up something I've never seen before. They did interview AJ, and he had his eye was swollen as well.
Yeah, it was.
So I don't know. I really think it's in that training camp, and I think it's.
Was he concussed before the fight?
I would, if I'm gonna be a betting man on this, I would bet it's the Joey DeWaco situation. I believe Joey DeWaco got in the camp, did sparring with AJ, and the sparring got out of control, and AJ got hurt, got chinned, got concussed, and they didn't want to let that get out. So they gave Joey DeWaco a fight and said, "Hey, look, keep your mouth shut, and we'll give you a fight." Hence why we saw him fighting recently in DAZN.
Possibly. Sounds realistic. It could happen. But whatever the reason, that was then. This is now.
Yeah, but if that's the case, how many stories?
He's got to finish quick.
But how many stories have you heard of AJ getting knocked out by guys who are not even heavyweights?
Yeah, listen, it happens. But what I'm saying.
No. But Asgar, it's happening all the time. That's not right.
So what does he need to do? Is finish the fight quick.
Bro, listen. If there's clearly something not right. If every time 9 times you hear this man in sparring, he's getting knocked out. It's like he's the who's who of boxing knocks him out in sparring. This can't be right. And not only that from an emotional and psychological standpoint. What about from a physical standpoint? And the damage that he endured in the Riz fight. There's not even time for the guy to heal and to think about what's happened and to really regroup. Because before he's even thinking to regroup and go through all those emotions of loss and grief and no longer being champion, he's back in gym again, he's sparring and getting punched up again. I mean, there's no time for the guy to really recollect and look, okay, I didn't get it right, and take time. And he hasn't even gone down the Lennox Lewis route. When Lennox Lewis got knocked out by McCall, at least he went and said, you know what, I need to get out of this space I'm in. I need to go and seek real experience here. That's not happened. I'm going back to do the same things I did before. I might bring in Angel Fernandez. Okay, fine. Why not bring in a guy who's got a heavyweight CV?
Yeah, I agree. But they've done what they've done for a reason.
Right. Okay.
Well, we don't know what's going on in camp, but what we do know, what I think is AJ comes back. Well,
how much damage do you think, in your professional opinion, after watching that fight with Riz, how much rest would you have given if AJ was your fighter and you're his manager? How much rest would you have given AJ before going back to fight Riz, or would you have taken a Riz rematch?
What I would have done first is I would have said to him, "Do you really want this?"
Asgar, your voice is going.
I would have asked him, "Do you really want this? Do you see yourself as a boxer? Do you think you can beat him?" And I will say, "Wait, I will rebuild myself. I'll have a warm-up fight, build up the flow, build up the confidence, build up the interest. Then I'll go for the rematch." Whenever you go back for the rematch, does it always go to plan? No, it doesn't. How many times have people come back? Oh, it's never even happened.
I don't also like this talk about AJ retiring. I don't like the sound of that either. Doesn't sound good.
Only he will know himself. Only he will know what his body's feeling. And a man's got to be truthful to himself.
He doesn't give me. He's talking a lot and saying a lot of things, but he doesn't give me. He doesn't have to give me the impression, but from what I see of his body language and what he's doing,
a lot of boxers will know this and relate to this. They say that the boxer's the last person to know. Listen, the boxer's the first person to know when it's time to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nicola Adams, she knew straight away. It's my time done. Carola, he knows it's my time. I know. You look at so many boxers; they know when it's time.
Yeah. All right. Ortiz Wilder this weekend. Let's talk about that.
Ooh, Ortiz looking good, isn't he?
I can't believe you're another one that said that, mate.
What?
Mate, I can't believe it. I swear you're just doing this to troll me tonight.
Why?
He's 50 years old.
He looks good for a 50-year-old. Looks younger than me.
Yeah, all right. He looks good for a 50-year-old if he wants to do a marathon, or 50 years old if he wants to do Mr. Muscle or Mr. Universe.
Listen, explain this to you. He's got nothing to lose.
Mate, I don't mind if you're saying that he's going to take a fight against a guy who can't punch. He's fighting against a guy who's the biggest puncher, potentially one of the biggest punchers in world boxing ever.
Listen, I'll take a punch. Sorry about language. I'll take a few punches for a few million.
Mate, if I set you up with Deontay Wilder, you take a few punches, you don't want to get hit by him. You see what he did to Lajkovic? You saw what he did to Spilka?
He got up and they bought himself a nice little house, nice little car, living life.
And then look at Spilka afterwards when he fought Chisora. Yeah, I thought he'd go quiet after that.
Yeah, it's true. But listen, when you got nothing to lose, everything to gain, listen.
Yeah, that's what Dominic Brazil said. What happened to Dominic Brazil when he said that stuff? Oh man, Wilder was sick for the first fight, man. You know that. He was sick for the first fight.
This is what people don't understand. How tough, how his resistance levels is unbelievable.
Whose?
Wilder's.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to say is, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight ends very, very quick. Wilder looks like he's serious, on point. He ain't messing about. Listen, he's gonna get this guy out of the way quick time.
I'm going with Wilder within 3.
I agree. I couldn't disagree. I agree. But
Luis Ortiz is looking good. I didn't hear nothing about his boxing ability. I just hear keep telling me he looks good. What is this? A modelling contest? A Mr. Muscle contest? Or is it a boxing match?
He's a good character. I like him. You can't tell me you don't like Ortiz.
What? Wait, listen. If I wait, no, stop. Real talk, yeah? No, real talk. I'm on the phone to you, yeah? And I say to you, Az, I got a tasty boy down here, you know? And you say to me, yeah, all right, what's he like? Yeah, he's a good lad. He's got good personality, good looking lad. Yeah, he's looking good, really good looking guy. Would you not start getting suspicious if I said to you, yeah, he looks good? I never talk nothing about his boxing ability. I just about him looking good.
In today's day and age, that would sell. Look at the YouTubers. If you're looking good, fine, that will sell.
That's true. That's true. But while we're at it, I know you want to talk about KSI and Logan Paul. Talk to me about that.
Hey, come on, listen. People can say whatever they want. It's a numbers game. They brought in a massive number. Everyone that was involved benefited. Got everybody interested. And
hold on. Everybody interested. It didn't get everybody interested. It got a lot of people interested. It didn't get everybody interested.
Whether it's positive, whether it was negative, yeah, people put in an input and it caught everybody's attention. Whether we like it or not, it did. It's all about numbers. It's all about views.
In that case, would it be fair to say that YouTube and the YouTube platform has more power than the mainstream media.
In today's day and age, yes. But let me just go back. Let me hold you on one thing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell me if you agree or not. Some boxers are a pair of pants,
Mm-hmm.
and they sell a lot of tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and they get looked after.
Mm-hmm.
There's some serious talented boxers that don't sell any tickets. They get chucked in a dustbin. Do you not agree that happens?
I think there are some good fighters that are mismanaged. I think there are a lot of good fighters out there that are quite happy to talk the Mayweather way. The Floyd Mayweather, the latter point of his career, but don't have the heart to do the earlier things and put the hard work in that Floyd Mayweather put in the earlier part of his career. So a lot of these good fighters today are not prepared to go through the threshold, the barometer tests to show themselves to be the best they possibly can be. Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford.
On the fast lane. People want to fast forward everything.
Wait, Terence Crawford went and fought Brutus Prescott. That was the guy that knocked out Amir Khan, a silver medalist. He fought him on 2 or 3 weeks' notice, and he moved up a weight division to fight to get the Prescott opportunity because someone else pulled out. I remember it because I remember talking to Crawford about it just after he won the fight, and I had it on BWTM online. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, we're talking about the pound for pound number one.
No, he's a, wait, stop. He wasn't the pound for pound number one when he took that fight. He was a complete nobody. Nobody knew who Terence Crawford was.
But he knew his own ability.
He was a B side, and Prescott would have been the A side.
Those that the casuals would have thought that.
Well, come on. Prescott had knocked out Amir Khan. That was his weight division. Crawford come up and done nothing in that weight division.
But hadn't Prescott lost twice before he fought Crawford?
Good question. He lost. He beat Khan, and he lost to. I know he lost to Kevin Mitchell.
And he lost again. Is it to Farmer?
No, that was afterwards. That was way after that. But he lost to Mitchell, but that was up at his own weight division.
Listen, when it comes to Crawford, he's on a different planet. That guy.
Oh yeah, but that's an example though. He was a very good boxer, but he took the opportunity when in a difficult situation, bit the bullet and took a chance on his own ability. A lot of the fighters today want to have the comforts, and a lot of the fighters today who are not very good are very much pampered.
Before I forget, can I give a big shout out to Mahib Flashy Faz?
Oh yes, Flashy Faz. Shout out to Mr. Flashy Faz.
Congratulations, signing with Queensbury Promotions.
There you go.
Now managed by Tunde Ajayi, brother Tunde, lovely guy.
Interesting. Interesting. I remember having a little conversation about Mahib and Tunde. Now it's happened. Very interesting.
I'm glad. I'm so happy for
Bro, you know what? I need to get serious into the sport, man. I need to become a serious player in the sport, don't you think?
I think you do. It's really, really good.
It's ridiculous. I think I need to become a player. Not what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. So we talked about Wilder, Ortiz. Talked about the YouTubers. Shout out Mahib Fazaldin. I hope he gets the fight next year, by the way, because
he's got a fight planned in.
I hope he had a fight planned in this year, but they've fallen through.
Bad people around him, bad energy. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. But he's a free man now.
Yep.
He's with the right people. He's taking his training very, very serious. He knows my door's always open for him, and I'm sure he'll be popping down a lot of times to come see me. Hopefully we'll do some work together.
Yep.
And while I'm at it, can I give a big shout out to Hamza Shiraz?
Okay.
He's fighting for the WBO European title on
When?
the 30th of November.
Okay. Who's he fighting against?
Ryan Kelly from Birmingham.
Yes, Ryan Kelly.
Ryan Kelly's a very, very good boxer.
Yes.
Brings a lot to the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good test for Hamza Shiraz.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be doing his corner, funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be good little experience.
Yep.
But I believe Hamza will prevail. He'll definitely prevail. But it's a very good test. Take nothing away from Ryan Kelly.
Good. While I'm at it, I think you'll be best placed to talk about this. There seems to be a lot more. There seems to be an influx more of Asian fighters fighting and getting more coverage. Why do you think that is suddenly?
listen, it's just the time, isn't it? You know, you've got pioneers like Amir Khan who've opened doors and done things.
Yeah.
You know, even Kash Farouk winning the British outright, and his fight the other day is another sore subject. But it is what it is, and a lot of them are coming through, and a lot of them, you know, you see all the amateur gyms are packed now with, especially the Asian community.
Yes.
And it's just our time. It's just the way it is.
Yes.
And there's a market out there. Why not? But now, you know, it's a lot coming through. And I'm happy that everyone's coming through. And I just don't want it to be, you know, like in America where it's all isolated and you've got barriers between different cultures.
Yeah. You don't want that. You don't want
barriers. And I just want it to be like that, where everyone from every race, every age, all mingling together, enjoying good quality boxing.
Yeah, I agree with you that.
Somebody because he's from the same village as me. I want to be supporting someone because he's a great boxer.
Yeah. That if we could have that across the board, while I'm at it, franchise champion.
Oh, don't get me started. And fair play to Deontay Wilder. The same. Don't bring that to me.
Well, you know why he won't take. You know why he won't take you, don't you? Because guess what? Your boy called it again. The PBC belt. Did your boy not call it?
You did?
All right. Your boy called it. Your boy called it. And your boy's going to call something else as well.
What's that?
I believe the next thing that happen is the PBC tournament.
Well, okay. You've got to think about it. Who owns PBC?
Who owns PBC? Al Heyman, right?
And who's he got so far? He controls all the belts right now. All the belts. Wilder's got the WBC. Ruiz has got the rest.
But they're going to try and take the WBO belt off him, innit? So we can get Usyk versus Chisora. That's what's going to happen. Let me see if I call that fight Usyk Chisora for the WBO belt. Let me call another fight for you. Dillian Whyte versus Charles Martin.
Listen, I like Dillian. I do like Dillian.
Watch, I'll tell you why I see that fight. Because I'm seeing Sky Sports resurrecting the career of Charles Martin, and we know that Dillian Whyte may be fighting in Saudi Arabia.
Do you not think this man needs to be treated fairly?
Who's that?
Something's not right somewhere.
What, Dillian Whyte?
Yeah, something's not right.
Well, I've been telling you that. Did I not call that out in another video I did? Something is not right. But somewhere something's not right. We'll have to wait and see. But with the loss, with AJ's loss, you'd have thought that it would have been a great opportunity for Dillian Whyte to make his move.
Yeah.
And clearly that hasn't happened. Joshua loses. And as Dillian Whyte is moving up the division and fighting all the top guys, this was his opportunity to come to the forefront while AJ had lost. And fly the flag for the UK alongside Tyson Fury. And there was a lot of talk between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte and blah, 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 blah. There was some hype about that as well. So, all of a sudden, Dillian seems to fall off the mountaintop. So all the work he was doing, all those fights he had means nothing now because they've replaced him and put Tyson Fury number one.
You could be right about this PBC.
Now, I think, personally, one of the things I think is that when you are not committed to a certain, if you're not committed, and it's just something from the outside, just my own thought. If you're from the outside, not looking in, if you decide, look, I'm controlling my own movements. I'm not going to be a slave. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to be a free agent. I'm going to go and talk to this person. I'm going to talk to that person. I'm going to talk to this person. And I want to have full control of my career. Sometimes people can resent that. If you don't do it our way, then this is what will happen. Remember, not too long ago, a certain Audley Harrison tried to do things his own way. And that wasn't seen as very good. Audley Harrison faced a lot of hell from various promoters because he wanted to self-promote and manage. Remember?
Yep.
Okay.
Listen, you don't tread on people's toes in this game because they'll get rid of you very, very quick.
Exactly. Exactly. So you have to be very careful. So I just hope and pray that everything works out well for Dillian. And I suspect, like I said, Sky Sports are resurrecting the career of Charles Martin just around the time that AJ is going to be fighting in Saudi Arabia. So what better 10 rounder to have than Dillian White versus Charles Martin?
It's all good for them. You know which fight I'd love to see?
What's that?
Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce.
Oh, now you start in trouble, boy. You start in trouble.
Listen, that's the fight I would love to see. Because those two are knocking on the doors of world heavyweight title fights.
Listen, Serenko said, Vlad Serenko sparred both of them. And Vlad Serenko said that Dubois can punch, but is green. And he gave Joyce the nod over Dubois, which is very interesting.
Very interesting.
I think it's very interesting too.
Everyone I've spoken to will tell you about Joe Joyce. They'll tell you this guy he's just the same from round 1 to round 12.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this because he's managed by one of my close friends, Sam Jones, who's doing brilliant. Him and Adam Morales are just smashing it. Well
fair
done
play,
to both
fair
of them.
play to them. Shout out to Sam Jones.
For them too. But I do think there's something special about Joe Joyce. And there's something real special about Daniel Dubois. His power off. And he's shown that he can take a punch.
Well, I know you talk about those two guys, but there's something special about our guest that fought last night. Came on the show last night, and he's fighting against Alexander Povetkin, Michael Hunter. Talk to me about special.
You think he's special?
I think he's very special.
I think I'm very special.
You think what's special?
I'm very
special. You are very special, my friend. You are very special. But when it's special and special, you do know that, don't you?
Yeah.
How do you think he does against Povetkin, in your opinion?
Is Povetkin's fading away now, isn't he?
I love the way the way you start that line. Povetkin's fading away now, isn't he? But he just fought Hughie Fury the other way, didn't he?
Did Hughie Fury get a cut?
I don't know, do I? I can't remember. All I know is that he beat Hughie Fury.
Yeah, but the cut changed the whole game with Hughie.
Okay. All right. So, what are you suggesting, that Povetkin's a faded force and then Hunter's going to beat him?
Yeah. I believe.
Okay. All right. But you're not hot on Hunter?
No, not really.
Why?
Just nothing personal.
No. You got. No, I like to hear what you got to say. I always like to hear what you got to say. I'll maybe go back and look at him and have a different opinion of him.
I'm just saying that he hasn't done anything to catch my attention for me to show any interest in him at all.
Okay, did you look at the Bacoli fight?
Yes, I did. Funny enough.
What do you think about him against Bacoli?
I know I've seen Bacoli spar a lot of times.
Yes.
Different levels in the game, isn't it?
Well, I call Billy Nelson. Think he's the best thing since sliced bread. But he's always talking about Bacoli versus Joyce.
No, Bacoli won his last against Joyce. Come on, be serious.
Wait, Bacoli was Joshua's chief sparring partner, and according to Billy Nelson, Joshua couldn't dent him.
But he was saying he was hitting him. He was hitting him a lot of times, but couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
What's that telling you? That he's either punch drunk or even at so many times used to it. No, I'm not saying in a bad way. I just don't. I'm just being honest with myself.
Okay, so wait. So, all right, fair enough. Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to leave in that situation. We'll leave it right there for now. So, What about Joe Joyce versus Big Baby Miller? That's the fight I'd like to see.
Freak fight. Listen, Joe Joyce will take the fight. Whoever's put in front of him. Would Miller take it? No, he wouldn't. Why? Because he knows what would happen. Those that are in the game know how good Joe Joyce is.
Look forward. It's been a bit of a slow year for Joyce now because I thought he'd had one more fight, at least one more fight. It's gone quiet.
Well, I think he's got Hook, hasn't he? In Germany.
He's got what?
He's fighting Hook.
Is he?
Yeah.
When?
He's fighting him soon. He's gone to went to purse bids. They won the purse bids in Germany, so he's waiting for a date.
Huck?
Yeah.
What's Huck doing at heavyweight?
He's gone up to heavyweight.
Hey, the last time I saw him, he was getting knocked out by Glowacki. And then he got knocked out by and he got beat up by Usyk.
He's gone up to heavyweight, that's for sure.
Question being asked here by GB Boxing says, ask Asgar, is he still involved with Peter Fury?
No, unfortunately, he's doing his thing. He's still got Hugh, he's got Savannah Marshall. He's doing very, very well with them. So, unfortunately, I'm not with him no more.
George Michael says, think Joyce gets sparked by loads of guys at this age.
So, thanks for the input.
So one more thing I'd like to talk to you about is this situation with James Ali Bashir. What are your thoughts on it?
I thought it was so sad, to be fair. Why would you sucker punch an old man? Why would you treat them the way they would treat him? It's disgusting. And listen, boxing aside, we all have our egos. We all have our hype in the fight up moments. But you don't lay your hands on a person, let alone an old man, let alone behind his back. You don't do that. It was just heartbreaking to see a man that is one of the very few, the last of the old school, I call him. Why would you sucker punch a man from behind? And to see him on the floor unconscious and his boxer there crying, it's heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking to see.
Very much so. Very much so.
This is the last of the old school. You cannot buy his experience. You cannot buy people like that. And for you to disrespect him like that, please. No space for people like that in boxing.
Sad, isn't it?
Very sad. It's heartbreaking, to be fair.
Well,
and I really wish he has recovered. I really wish him well. And I really hope he can find it in himself to forgive these people and hopefully they'll ask for forgiveness and change in a better way. Because
yeah. I mean, he's in a bad way. He may never train a fighter again.
Listen, he had a brain hemorrhage. Was it blood clot in his brain?
He's still got blood. He's got blood on the brain, so he can't fly anywhere. He's got numbness down the right side of his leg. His teeth, his front teeth have been knocked out.
Look at his age. How can you do it to an old man?
Well, it's been done.
It's disgusting. It was really, really poor.
Yeah, it's a shame. So, and then you think about all the work he's done with Habazan and he's done with Sorenko. We have to give those fighters up.
Mate, this is a legend of the game. This is the guy that was alongside, Klitschko's.
Lennox Lewis.
This guy was again around Usyk. This is the guy. You can't buy this man's experience. You can't buy this man's knowledge. It's just sad to see.
It is very sad to see.
It's like somebody punching Alex Ferguson. It just.
You don't do those kind of things.
Mate, legends of the game. This is how they're respected. This is just poor. No excuse for it.
Not good. Not good. Well, as guys, anything else you want to drop with us before you disappear?
Let me think. Big shout to Mohamed Rabi from Morocco, now 10-0.
Mohamed, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. Keep going.
This guy's he's trained by Ben Davidson.
Okay.
Part of the SES promotions from Benny Blanco.
Okay.
All ranked by the IBF and WBA, number 14.
Yep.
Former world champion, amateur champion gold medalist, Olympian bronze medalist. Something special about this young man. A big shout out to Rahim Mohammed, who's joining my management team. So, exciting times for him.
Fantastic.
Big shout out to Siraj Ahmed from Nottingham, back in training tomorrow. Big Shout out to Hamza Shiraz, who's fighting soon.
Yes.
Big shout out to Mahib Flashy Faz. So happy for him.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Dennis McCann, fighting on the 30th. Always got time for Dennis McCann. I like the kid.
Big shout out to Billy Joe Saunders.
Billy Joe knows what. Listen, he's the man. People can't tell me nothing about Billy Joe. One of the greatest this country's ever produced, and such a gentleman. Big shout out to Isaac Lowe, who's getting married. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Big Tyson, who's doing everything. Number one.
Yeah, I do want to take a moment, just this moment, to say shout outs to two people. Ben Davidson for him doing whatever he's done, with Tyson Fury to get him to where he is, and and to be able to have Tyson. What is he doing now? WWE. He's all over the place. You can't get rid of Tyson Fury. So from where Tyson Fury was,
big shout out to the whole team of MTK.
Yes.
Big shout out to Jim Hemmings. Big shout out to Robert Kelby. Big shout out to all the people involved. My team, Christian, Tim, Jorge, Ben, obviously.
Yes.
Everyone that's around. Everyone that's part of the team, big shout out because it's a great team effort. And remember this name, I've got to give a shout out to this. Her name's Ellis Hopkins.
Okay.
Hopkinson from Leicester.
Okay.
Female professional boxer.
Yep.
Former amateur superstar, won nationals multiple times,
yep.
Represented England multiple times. She will be making some big noise. Big shout.
Yeah.
And big shout out to everyone out there, Ali Tazim, all the boys. Big shout out to all of them. Bilal Ali, big out, big shout.
Yes.
So much people out there that I'm going to give a shout out to.
You're going to give Cash Ali a shout out as well?
Who?
Cash Ali.
Big Cash Ali?
Yes.
He's my man, he knows the score. Got to give a big shout out to, like you said, Ben Davidson.
Yes.
Every second, every moment I spend with that guy, I learn something new. He's such a it's a blessing to have him around. When people talk about age,
mm-hmm.
I'm glad he's so young. He's got so many years still give to boxing, and the way he's just something so special. He's like Michael Jackson when he was in the Jackson 5. He was so young, but he was so special, so gifted. And people don't realize the hard work Ben. He does not leave any stone unturned. He's the guy that's flying to America. He will not miss. If he can come back with a little bit of advantage by watching the fight, he will do that. He don't care about the money side of it. He just wants to win and give Tyson the best chance possible.
So, how are we going to tag this video? How we tag it? Ben and Tyson are still together, or what?
No, you don't have to tag it. To say, what can you say? I don't know how you'd take it, to be fair.
Yeah, well, the rumours out there that Ben's been sacked. And you can just put Asgar Ben has not been sacked.
No, you want to call Asgar laughs at rumours.
Yeah, we'll put that. Asgar laughs at rumours regarding Ben Davidson and Tyson Fury.
Yeah, listen.
That's a good one.
You've got to big up Tyson. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure he's doing. Can you imagine what a proud father John Fury must be right now?
Yeah.
And you know what? Rightfully so.
Yeah.
And because all the stick that these guys have been had to go through, and people don't realise how hard Tyson's worked. The team has put all the efforts in. What MTK are doing, you can't fault them.
Yeah.
Think about it. A Christmas song coming out with Robbie Williams, WWE, a #1 books or autobiography, possible movie with Sylvester Stallone, and still the lineal champion, and still undefeated, and still got the Wilder 2 fight to go. Wow.
Amazing, eh? We can't knock the guy.
Look at the things he does for mental health.
You know what? You know, Tyson Fury is one of the examples where you could say, you know what? Anything is possible. Truly, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And Tyson Fury is an example of that. Well, actually, Tyson Fury and Ben Davidson.
Ben Davidson, what he does is unbelievable.
So
Such a
credit
great
to
fight.
both of them. Credit to both of them. I've
hope,
never met Ben, but you know, from what I've seen and from what seems to be the case, you know, Tyson seems to be happy. Fighter's happy. Trainer's happy with fighter. So that's it, really, isn't it?
listen, we've got a great team. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody is as hungry as each other, and everybody understands the importance of how everything has to be spot on. And it's going to be a great camp. It's going to be, this is it. This is the very best. This is the way it's all going to happen. Deontay Wilder's going to come at his very best.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great, great fight. Look, I really am looking forward to this camp.
Absolutely. Asgar, thank you so much once again for talking to BWTM Sports. How do people reach out to you?
Pop down to Gym City in Derby. What a place to be. Come down to my gym. It's great. It's a great place to meet up, meet some good boxing people, meet some good business people. Come and meet the owner, Nash. Such a helpful man. Big shout out to Nash for all the help, all the work you've done towards him. Who else can I pick up?
Big up yourself, man.
Nah, nothing to pick up about me.
Bro, I'll big you up then. Big up to Asgar Tair, the man. That's it. The man.
Everything big with me is my belly.
Bless you. Asgar, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for having me on, Ingram, and good chatting to you, to be fair.
As always, a pleasure. This time, we didn't go at one another this time. It was a bit different this time. Why is that?
I think we agree. We should change it. We usually argue.
It's not fair, is it? It's not right, is it? People will say it's not as entertaining as usual.
Let's argue about something. Let's talk about Lee McGregor versus Cash Farouk.
What? I didn't see the fight, so I can't talk about it.
Oh, you've got to watch that fight.
Okay, I'll watch it and we'll come back and we'll talk about it. All right, that's the next one.
Pretty sad. It's not the boxer's fault. Listen, got to give Lee McGregor his credit. He got the decision. He's a champ. It is what it is. The heart goes out to Cash Farouk because many felt that he won.
Yeah.
But the decision was made. It's not the boxer's fault. Let the man have his credibility. Let the man walk in peace. And if there's a rematch, what a rematch it will be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, Asgar, thank you so much.
Take care, my man. All the best.
Take care, champ. All the best.
Bye.
So there we have it. Asgar Tair here. Thank you all for watching BWTM Sports. Again, don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments if you are on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, thank you for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section. And if you are on Twitter, again, thank you so much. And if you're on Twitch, hey, give us some more followers. We're out. Take care.